Hi guys, so this video is to support the homework on January 28th. And I always want to push things, but I did feel like some of these questions, since I've got the decimal and not round numbers, could get a little squirrely. So I'll demo with some similar numbers, and hopefully you can use that to also help you get down to these unit rates. So if you go to the grocery store and get 8 oranges and you pay $7.20, just common sense, first of all, $8 would mean that each one was a dollar. So if it's less than 8, you should already have an answer in your mind, like something high, close to a dollar, like 80, 90 cents, but not over a dollar. So as we set this up, we're saying, what is the unit rate for each orange? So on my ratio table, I already know each orange means 1 orange. So I got to get down to 1. I think this side's going to be easier than the right side. You have to say, how do you get from 8 to 1 with multiplying or dividing? And hopefully today we beat it in. We said it's divided by 8. So if that's divided by 8, to get to that same row, you would divide the other side by 8. So 7.20 divided by 8 seems like a difficult one, but when you actually write it out, 7.20 divided by 8, we already know this is going to be a 0. And then you'll look at 72. You'll float that decimal up, and then you'll forget about it. So just think 8 times what gets you either 72 or close without going over. Okay, that's as much as I'll say for that. You can do the rest on the left side. The right side is harder. I mean, the mission here says, what is the unit rate for each dollar? As in, if you had $1 and you could buy only a part of an orange or 1 and a part, how much orange would $1 buy you? And we do want the math answer, so we know this side will go to 1. But if you think about it, how did you get there? You did divided by 7.2. And this side here would also be divided by 7.2. And you'll have some kind of crazy number there, I'll say up front. Let me show you an example with other numbers, and then you can try to translate it over here. So what if I had 4.6 on the inside divided by 5? Okay, not the same numbers. I'm sorry, I need to reverse that. If I had 5 on the inside and then 4.6 on the outside, okay? Can I do this? Would I want to? Remember decimal division. You wouldn't want to do this. You would want to put your .00 here, right? Just throw 3, who cares? And then shift both decimals. So I would say over 1 over 1. So the outside is now a nice whole number. It's not really nice, but it's a whole number anyways. And then I have 46 out there and then 50 with all these numbers. Okay, and our problem on the homework is exactly the same concept, except it's 8 and it's 7.2. And so I'd say float this up, and you have a decimal here. And now it's just long division. Nobody knows your 46s. Nobody knows the 72s from the other sheet, but 46 into 5, no. 46 into 50, yeah, once. Maybe it'll be over quick, maybe it won't, but get a 4 from that. I bring down and I have 40, so it's 1.0 something on mine. And mine is not the answer to the homework, keep that in mind. So then I have to bring down this other 0, 46 into 400. I don't know. See, I have to come off to the side and guess and check because it's not a number I work with that much. I think it's got to at least be 8. 9 would be too high. I got an 8 and I got a 4, 32, and 4 is 36, so it would be that. And I don't know, go to the nearest hundredth place. 1.08 minus 368, and I guess if you're trying to be technical, which I am, is that right? 320? That seems really high. Although I had a lot of left over there, so who knows. 32, bring down that 0, 320, and then 46 can go into that. I would wager 7 times. So the nearest hundredth place for my example, which is not what you're doing, is 1.09 actually. And to put that in context, it would have meant that for $4.60, if my oranges were that price, I would end up getting 1.09 oranges for each dollar, if those were my 2 numbers. So this is more of the division side. I think when you come back here, it'll make some more sense. And if it doesn't, then just try your best. On the back side, You went on a road trip and your car traveled 280 in 4 hours. Set that up. 280, 4 hours. I like to label the titles to miles and then hours. 280, 4. What's the unit rate in miles per hour you traveled? Big clue is miles per hour, 1 hour. So think about how you get there. Do the same thing here. And then the same idea, I like to make a new one for the second part, for the deeper and slower. So miles and hours, so sorry, I'll just cross that out. Miles and hours, and I would say 280 and 4 again, except now instead of finding 1 hour, they're saying how long would it take you to drive 1 mile. Whoa, 280 to get to 1 is divided by 280. So do the same here, and you will have your answer. So try to reduce it, but then you can present something to me that makes sense. So hopefully that helps a few people. You know, I anticipate this homework really frustrating a lot of people, especially the ones who don't check out Schoology to see this video. So we can talk tomorrow in class and extend our conversation with maybe some simpler numbers on unit rates.